And Professor Harding, we at Walailak University, we are very ambitious about getting on the list of the world-class university. And you've seen publications, you have seen research projects, you've talked to researchers here, and we have actually submitted to Times Higher Education for the impact ranking to be ranked by the Time. Two questions here. First, why world ranking? Secondly, given the situation here, you think we are too ambitious about that?
Yeah. I think there's no such thing as too ambitious. You know, you have to be ambitious, because if you don't be ambitious, then you just give up, and that's not a good place to come from. But why world rankings? It's important for any university to get a sort of an idea of where it is in the world and how it's doing compared to its peers, and more importantly, how it might improve what it's currently doing. Okay, so that's, you know, one of the main reasons for submitting to the world rankings. The first one you mentioned is the impact rankings, and this really is measuring the university's commitment to the United Nations Sustainability Development Goals. So this includes things like ensuring that the university provides a quality education, ensuring that the university is working with partners to reduce waste, consumption, making sure that the water in a local area is clean, and all these kind of things.
Perhaps you have some stats leading us to that, confirming that it is possible.
You know, I mean, yeah. I mean, the interesting thing about the impact rankings is that any university who submits will get ranked.
What about the other one?
You know, but the other rankings are not like that. So there are two other big rankings that are recognized around the world. And this is the Times Higher Education World University Rankings and the QS World University Rankings. At the moment, these rankings depend, you know, quite significantly on the university's research output. So we're talking here about things like how many papers, you know, per faculty member, you know, what are the staff to student ratios, you know, what are our, you know, sort of citation numbers, you know, who are our international collaborators, how large is our international research network, these kind of questions.
How are we performing on the publication side?
You know, on the publication side, Walailak has done very well.
Very well.
In the last, you know, sort of 2 years. So in 2019, the university outputted just less than 220 publications. As things stand today, it's 355.
And given the fact that we are not very big university, we have about 500 plus staff, and then about 8,000 students. So I assume we are doing very well.
Yeah, there's no question that for a university the size that Walailak is, and also how young it is, we have to remember that although the university was founded in 1992, it was another sort of 5 years before we actually had any physical buildings and any students. You know, so in that sense, the university is really only about sort of 23 years old. So for such a young university, you know, we're doing well. You know, but it's going to be a long ride, and it's going to be a question of continuous effort over many years to improve our publication numbers, you know, improve our international presence, which will, you know, improve our citation numbers and so on. And all of these will help the university, you know, to become ranked in the future.
I like your point about being ranked is actually a form of benchmarking with international standards, you know, to see where we are, not only across the country, across Asia, but also across the world. So I feel very encouraged about this, because I think we are on the right track. We are putting a lot of emphasis on internationalization of this university, which means that we actually want to internationalize every aspect of this university, including teaching and learning facilities, the teaching and learning framework. We have adopted the UK PSF, United Kingdom Professional Standards Framework. and of course research, publications and all of that. So I feel very encouraged, the fact that we are we are benchmarking ourselves against international standards, which something we can't avoid, I think.